Hello and welcome to this month's Oculus video. I'm Luke Weber, financial advisor at BDL Advisors, and today we're going to be discussing a topic that has been dominating the headlines, and that is tariffs and inflation. Now, first, it seems that tariffs today are mostly being used as a negotiating tool, as we've seen with Canada and Mexico. Time will tell whether the impact from tariffs will be short term or long term. If reciprocal tariffs will create lower tariffs for U.S. companies overseas, or ultimately what the impact will be on inflation. But how do tariffs work? To give you an example, let's say a Mexican company sells a widget for $100 to a US company. Normally, the consumer spends $100 and the transaction is neutral. Now, if there's a 25% tariff, which was highlighted here recently, the US company pays $100 for the widget and collects a $25 tariff, which is ultimately passed on to the consumer. Now, the tariff creates inflation only on that specific product. However, if tariffs were widespread, that could lead to much broader inflation. But at the moment, it seems tariffs are likely temporary and won't cause lasting inflation. If you look at history, the main driver of inflation actually isn't tariffs, it's the money supply. The chart highlighted in the email shows M2, or a measure of the total money in the economy. Now, during COVID, the money supply spiked, leading to a significant rise in inflation, which we all saw, that peaked out at nearly 9% in 2022. Now, while inflation has cooled since then, we are starting to see a rise in the money supply again, as you can see on the chart, which could push inflation higher in the future. Now, for now, we're monitoring the situation closely, including the recent January CPI report that came out, which came in a little bit hotter than expected, but ultimately it's just one data point. In summary, while tariffs are likely not a big inflation concern today, the growth in money supply could reignite inflation. Now, we're closely watching this dynamic environment and we'll keep you updated. As always, feel free to reach out with any questions. Until next time.